Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome everybody to today's stream. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did for sure. I hope you used it productively to go over your trades, review your trades, go over your trading journal to improve this week, guys. This is the last week of great volume I'm expecting, right? We still have some big news for the week. So I'm expecting a little bit of volume. And then I guess starting next week, we could see the market die down a little bit. But that's fine. That's part of the game, right? So what I usually do is the last 2 weeks of December, I just don't trade at all, and I just use that time to review and prepare for the upcoming week. How's everybody though? What's up, Dev, Mike is? What's up, Nelson, August, Vinaya, Siyab, Ali, Karan, Kuzwan, Nendi, Grace? Welcome everybody. Welcome. How are you guys? You did? That's great. That shows dedication, man. You guys are good? Weekend was night or weekend was right? I always wait for the latest videos from the ThinkCapital analyst team because they are very useful for me as a reference. Love to hear that, Nandy. Yo, I see a few new names, man. I see a few new people in the stream. So how about everybody drops the country from where they're from? Drop the country from where you're from. Maybe you can connect with another trader that's in the same boat as you, right? And you guys can connect with each other, but we can also connect as a community. You used it for back testing? W, bro. Love to hear that. Wind is high in here? Where? UAE? Let's go, bro. I want to visit Dubai ASAP. Pakistan, Nigeria, India, Cameroon. Love to hear that. South Africa, W. Got a lot of people from India, Nigeria. Man, I love that. I'm from Germany, by the way. Currently in Germany. Welcome, everybody. Kenya, Indonesia. Damn, let's go crazy with the different countries. I love that. I absolutely love that, guys. Literally all the countries you guys mentioned, I want to visit one day. I think one day I'll do like an entire world tour or something like that. Today evening is good. Love the vibe. Appreciate you, Dev. We're just getting started, man. We're just getting started, man. I just love these streams. I get so excited every time just to talk to you guys. So, welcome to everybody who's new to the stream. I'm Evan. I've been with ThinkCapital for I think like 3 months. It's been an amazing experience so far, and I really love you guys as a community. So, there's one simple rule on my stream: no question is a dumb question. So, what I mean by that is whatever questions you guys have regarding trading strategy, psychology, breaking down charts, setups, whatever it is, you guys can feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll try to go over every single question because I just want to provide you guys with the best value possible in this entire hour. So we just make it like the best power hour ever, right? Appreciate you, Links. Come, bro. I just met the team ThinkCapital at Forex Expo. It was great. Love to hear that. I also went to the German trading expo, to the world of trading. I met some of you guys there as well, so it was awesome to meet you. Live watching first time. Let's go, Ali. Let's go, guys. Are you ready for the breakdown? Are we ready to look at gold? Because gold is looking very interesting, and I do believe we might get some good setups today. If not today, then tomorrow after the news, because we do have a lot of news tomorrow, red folder news. But besides that, I think we could get something juicy out of it. What's up, Abdul? Welcome to the stream. You look so good, sir. Nice to meet you. Appreciate you, August. Bro, so when will the market be having volume back after this week? I'm guessing the first week and a half after January. That's when we're gonna see some nice market conditions coming back. But like I said, like really heads up, guys. Like the last 2 weeks, especially the last week of December, man, is basically dead. So don't get discouraged if the market's just weird. In my opinion, you just shouldn't be trading in the last 2 weeks, but that's up to you. If you're a scalper, you definitely still get some good setups, nevertheless. All right, let's start with the breakdown, guys. Let's start here. So let me make sure to share my screen so you guys can see it. Drop a one in the comments if you guys can see my screen here. Hope to take part in Forex Expo one day. I hope so as well, man. I want to meet all of you. Yeah, we're breaking down gold. Gold is my go-to, man. Gold is my baby. It's the only pair I trade as of right now. You guys can see it, all right? Bet. Let me go here. Andre, can you turn on face cam on stream, please? I think volume is coming back now. Gold move unbelievable coming soon. Yeah, we're already pushing, man. We're already pushing bullish very strongly. As of right now, we're in a correction, so I'm still kind of expecting bullish volume. But without further ado, let's start with the breakdown, guys. So as always, start on a high time frame, such as a weekly time frame, and I just go, I basically do a top-down analysis to see how the last weekly candle closed and where we can see it heading for this rest of the week, right? So looking at it right now, we see the weekly candle closed in a bullish engulfing candle over here. The previous one was a form of a spinning top or a doji, however you want to call it, more of an indecisive candle. So the candle afterwards, aka last week, was very essential to see. If it were to close bearish, I would be bearish for the week, right? But it did close bullish, hence I'm bullish for the week. So we closed bullish engulfing. So let's go down to the daily time frame and see what we get here. Currently, we are in the extension leg. So typically, we get a breakout leg, such as this one, get a pullback leg, such as this one, and now we are at the extension leg. And if you guys are already into market structure and how it likes to move, you know that we could basically anticipate another pullback one of these days, something to an area like here or maybe here, and then another extension, right? I do believe that we will hit all-time highs. I think that's the all-time high is like right here at the 4382s. We might hit 44,000, and if we do afterwards, I kind of see price continuing rallying up. But for that, we do have to wait and see if it can close above this previous all-time high, because it could as well just create a double top and then just melt back down. This really comes up to volume, right? And if the buyers want to basically take over. Um, yeah, 44,000 end of the year. Yeah, I also see that kind of happening. Yeah, I do use price action. I use price action, support and resistance. That's basically my go-to. So daily bullish, right? We did reject these highs over here at the 43.51. So I do kind of want to see this daily candle now basically break close above. So we have like more confidence to continue bullish here. So looking at the 4-hour time frame now, what do we see? Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we did close and break the highs on the previous 4 hours. So let me mark this out. So this was a high on the 4-hour time frame before we created a new higher high. The last higher low point was down here. So as long as price maintains somewhere in this range, the overall trend is still considered bullish and could break out basically anytime. The moment we start breaking and closing below this area here, we will basically have a form of a double top and an M formation, which hence we could anticipate price coming all the way back down to 42.40s. It's possible, everything is possible in the market, but nevertheless, the probabilities are still with buys. So by having that mind of, okay, the probability is higher if I look for buys, you're already removing 50% of the question that you ask yourself every day as a trader. It's, am I bullish today or am I bearish? Am I looking for sells or am I looking for buys? Now, we've already removed the question of, are we looking for sells based on the high time frame trend, which is bullish on the weekly, on the daily, on the 4-hour time frame as well. So also on the 1-hour time frame, we're also still bullish. So as long as we don't break and close these lows, we're still considered in a bullish trend. So we already have a few or most of the time frames in sync with our overall idea of it being bullish. So now it all comes up to waiting for the perfect wave to take, right? So as of right now, we got 4 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. As of right now, if it could close like this, I do see the potential of coming back up into this resistance. Now, if it does close bearish somewhere down here, we could still see a steeper pullback down into, let's see. So possible pullback down into the 4300s. If not, then all the way back into the 4-hour zone at the 4287 approximately. And based off this zone now, we could also be looking to take buys. So overall, what am I looking for? What am I waiting for? Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Right now, it's a little bit choppy. So we're probably gonna have to wait another 20 minutes for 4:30 to get a little bit of more volume. But based off this, let's move this down. This is the last 5-minute low, and this is the 5-minute high. Would I be looking to buy into this? I could, right? If the 15-minute closes rejecting the downside, I could potentially be looking for buys, but here comes the but that here comes the but, bro. So what gives me more confidence that I want to buy is if I get a break of structure to the upside on the 5-minute time frame, because on the 5-minute time frame itself, we are now bearish, right? So we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and a lower low. So the 5-minute structure is still bearish, and based off a bearish market structure, we could basically continue to go down. So what I want to wait for now is a break of structure to the upside, which in this case will be a close above this previous high over here. So I want to wait for 5-minute closure above the range, right? Kind of wait for a minor pullback, get in on that pullback and buy up into the 4350s. Now, if we break the 4350s and close above on the 1-hour time frame, for example, I want to wait for a break and retest pullback and then buy up into all-time highs. That is the game plan for now. Could I potentially also be looking for short-term sells? Yes, I could. If we close below this 5-minute low in form of a strong bearish candle, one could be looking for a counter trend, short-term counter trend trade back down into the 4288s or into the right down here, like the 4300s. That would be short-term sells, but like I said, this would be a little of a lower probability trade because we will be counter trend trading. So we want to wait for the minor time frames to give us confirmation for buys. You can also wait and look for a breaker structure on the 3-minute time frame, which here with this candle, if it closes back above our area of interest, it will kind of be of a minor breaker structure on the 3-minute and also on the 1-minute probably. Yeah, right here. So on the 1-minute, we already broke structure to the upside. So anybody feeling very aggressive could, basically take buys here already. For me, I want to be safer. I want to wait for 5-minute closure above this range for me to take any trades here. You're also waiting for a breaker structure? Yes, sir. I like analysis with H4 time frame. Yeah, it all comes up to you guys. Like if you consider yourself a day trader or a swing trader or a scalper, you use different time frames for analysis and wait for your entry signals. For me, if I would be waiting for a 4-hour entry, my stop loss would have to be huge, my take profit would have to be huge, and that means that I would have to wait multiple 4-hour candles for the trade to hit for me. So this could easily turn out into a swing trade, right? Which I'm not really a swing trader. I'm a day trader, sometimes even scalper, something in between. Sometimes my trade only takes 30 minutes to play out, 5 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, right? So I'm something in between. But that's why I use, for example, the 5-minute time frame to get in on good sniper entries and have a tight stop loss and have a bigger R multiple. Yeah, weekly time frame confirmed for bullish for sure. We can trade directly from trading. It's the best thing that I liked of ThinkCapital. I hope I win. Yeah, bro. I also love that. Back in the day, like none of these prop firms had that option, bro. And I was like, yeah. I do also enjoy trading MT5, but trading on TradingView itself, where I already am doing my breakdown and my analysis, is just awesome. I do not trade ICT or SMC. I believe that any strategy can work if it's a profitable strategy. And every trader is different. For some people, they like to keep it simple. I'm more of a simple guy. Some people like to overcomplicate things, but overall, my motto is if it works for you, that's all that matters, right? There's no way to hate, like no reason to hate on other strategies or hate on other traders. Like if you're successful trading as an SMT, um, or ICT, whatever it is, right? If that works for you, man, props. Keep doing what you're doing. If it doesn't work, then maybe you should look into something else. Making trading easier for everyone. Yes, sir. I bought in Q. Now I'm close to blowing the account. I was already in drawdown. Damn, Anubieli. That's unfortunate. Another important rule is, right, like choose maximum 2 pairs to trade and then just stick with that. Because the moment you start looking into trades or into pairs that you usually don't trade, that's when you're gonna start going crazy and just basically blow your account or lose more than you anticipated. Because every pair, believe me when I tell you, every single pair moves different. And I think by now you guys have already noticed that, for example, if you trade Euro USD, it's way, way slower than if you're trading gold or if you're trading NAS 100, right? There's like levels to the volume and volatility. Now, if you're a beginner trader, I would definitely recommend you guys to trade forex pairs because they move a little slower. So you have a little bit of more time to wait for an entry confirmation, to make your analysis, to set your stop loss and you take profit. You have a little bit of more time on forex pairs. Now, like absolute, like let's talk in levels, right? Level 1 for me would be Euro USD and GBP USD. Those are the easiest pairs or slowest pairs to trade. Level 2 is GBP JPY. It's still a forex pair, but it's more volatile than EU and GU, right? Level 3, gold and silver. And then level 4, indices like US 30, NAS 100, S&P 500, all of those. So, if you're just starting with trading, look into Forex. If it's a little too slow for you, look into GJ. If it's a little too slow for you, look into gold. And then like NAS and indices is like ultimate level. If you guys can master indices, you are beasts. Um, no, I haven't announced a giveaway yet. You're trading gold and Euro USD only. Yeah, that's great. Focus on those, learn them in and out. There's always something to learn. What about silver? I personally don't trade silver. I believe they do move pretty similar, like gold and silver move pretty similar. If you can analyze both, you can kind of find the consistency in both. And sometimes silver does a move a few minutes before gold, and gold just follows. So you guys can feel free to also look into silver. But for me, looking into silver will kind of make me split up my focus, and I don't like splitting up my focus. I just like to focus on one pair, so that's why I look at only gold right now. The analysis is best, Mr. Evan, and best ThinkCapital. Appreciate you, Nandy. Much love, man. Have you ever took trades while news? Yes, absolutely. Have I blown a lot of accounts due to that? Yes, absolutely. So overall, guys, I'm talking from experience. I've been trading for 5 years. I've blown lots of accounts due to trading news. So I don't recommend trading news at all. It can be fun, right? If you have some capital on the side that you can play with, if it's not a funded account, it's your own capital. You kind of want to flip it and see, if you can make a big win and you can't afford it, then do whatever you want to do, right? But overall, if you want to be a disciplined, consistent trader, I do not recommend trading news. So how I go about it is I check the red folder news before my session. And if there's like, yeah, now we're dropping down. We broke structure to the downside. So let's see if it can push lower. Got some volume coming in now. Um, so what I was saying is, yeah, I check red folder news, and if it's like during my session, I would just wait them out, right? I wouldn't take any trades beforehand, and I just wait for the news to pass, like 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour later, and that's how I would go about it. If there's like red folder news the entire day, then I'm typically not trading at all. And then, with experience, you know that, for example, if there's FOMC, meeting at 8 p.m., the entire day, most likely the market will be choppy. So, due to previous market data and previous experience, I know that if there's FOMC coming, I'm probably not going to be trading that day because the volume typically is very choppy. So, that's how you can gather experience, right? You just got to show up. After the close of current 4H, I believe price should sweep the low 43.11 of it, then continue going higher. How long does it take? Yeah, 38 minutes for this one. We're currently in this 4 hour fair value gap, so it's currently still in between this range. As long as it doesn't close below this 4 hour low here, I do still see a potential flip to the upside here. Because I think it's also, yeah, it's also 1 hour fair value gap as well. So it all comes up. I think it comes up to the next 38 minutes here. Yeah, they are similar. Sometimes I take trades on both. Yeah. How many accounts did I blow? Bro, I did not keep count, but if I had to guess, between challenges, funded accounts, and my personal accounts, I would say around 40. Probably like 40. At the beginning I blew a lot of challenges, yo. I blew a lot of challenges, but that was my own fault because every time I would blow the challenge due to a different reason. And at the beginning, I was ignoring the reasons. I was just like, nah, I was just unlucky. I'll try it again. No, I was unlucky. I'll try again. Until one day I was like, damn, I keep repeating like either the same mistakes or every time a new mistake comes up. Why do I keep ignoring them and why do I keep committing them? So when I started writing down every time I blow an account, I write down what went wrong and why I blew that one. And then I try that next time when I'm trading another challenge, I should not commit that same mistake. And then I'd find myself doing another mistake. So it's like a journey. That's why overall trading, guys, trading is a journey. It does take time. For everybody, the moment of profitability is different, right? There's people that trade 6 months, maybe a year, and they're already consistently profitable. Then there's people like me, it took around 2 years to become profitable. Then there's other people that trade, I don't know, like for 6 years and they're still not profitable. But ultimately, it all comes up to you. You, and only you. It's not the strategy, it's not the market, it's not any outside factors. It's literally you. And that's why most of the traders fail or quit because they're not willing to look at themselves and analyze themselves and their mindset and try to blame it on the market. They try to blame it on the strategy. So they start strategy hopping. They buy X amount of courses from all different types of traders. They watch 1,000 YouTube videos because they try to look for the holy grail on why am I still failing. But the truth is, guys, it's like the mistake is not outside, it's in you, right? So instead of searching outside, how about you look into yourself? And I promise you guys, the moment you start looking in yourself, that's when you're going to find the profitability. It's not outside, it's inside. I became profitable after journaling my trades. Yes, Vinay, that's absolutely key. That's absolutely key. If you guys want to evolve as a trader, you got to make sure that you analyze your trades. You have to have data. You have to see what works and what doesn't work. If you don't journal your trades, how are you supposed to know what works and what doesn't work? Because if you don't journal your trades and you just take trades by randomness, every trade you take will basically be the first trade you take, but every single trade you take will not bring you toward your goal, right? So imagine, like, look, guys, listen. I'm spilling here, like I'm spilling value again. Listen, for this upcoming year, set one goal. The goal is to journal all of your trades. You can have different ways of journaling your trades. You can do that manually, right, with a notebook. You can do that with Notion for free. You can use TradeZilla for journaling, whatever you guys want to use. Choose one. And then for the beginning of the year, start journaling all of your trades. So you want to make sure you take screenshots before and after. You want to make sure you write down what you saw on that trade, why you took that trade, why you put your stop loss where you put it, why you put your take profit where you put it, and then how much you ended up making or losing, and why you lost and why you won, right? And do that for an entire year. And now, if you calculate it up, I'm not good at math in my head, but it will be 5 trades per week, basically, right? If you take at least 1 trade per day. Now calculate that up. It's like 20 trades per month, and then 20 times 12, whatever. At the end of the year, you will have a huge ass amount of like analytic data that you can use to review to see what works and what doesn't work. So definitely journal your trades, guys. I'm trading for 1 year and 8 months. Oh, that's so little. Like for me, that's little, bro. A lot of people will be like, "Damn, 1 year and 8 months, that's a lot." No, and for trading conditions, that's not a lot, bro. Been trading for 3 years now, still unprofitable. Should I try ThinkCapital or should just continue demo trading? Links, that is a great question. Look, there's different stages to trading. We have demo trading, which is great for the beginning, right? Because first of all, you don't risk real money or a real challenge by just trying yourself out and testing out strategies. So if at the very very beginning, trading demo is awesome and it's great, but there's one problem with trading demo. You will never ever feel the same emotions you feel when you're actually trading either a funded challenge or real capital, because the moment where real money is invested, your emotions are completely different than if you're just trading demo. So my recommendation for you, you don't really have to go for funded immediately, but try to open a real funds account like $100 and then see how you feel. You just risk $1, $2 to make $2 or $3, right? Just to get a feel for the fact that this is actual real money you're dealing with. In that moment, you will have your real emotions come into play. And now, the moment your real emotions come into play, that's when you're actually going to be making progress mentally. But before that, if you're just trading demo, it's a little bit difficult to be realistic, because on demo you could be a beast, right? Because you feel nothing, because it's like, yeah, I just lost 10K on this demo account, who cares, it's just demo, right? Now switch it up, it's a challenge you spend $500 on, or it's your real funds account, your last $500, which you shouldn't, I don't recommend trading your last $500, but just for an example purpose, right? Now you're like, damn, this is actually real money that which I could have bought something, or which I could have paid rent with, right? And that's when your emotions come into play. So if you've been trading for 3 years, bro, and you're still on demo, switch it up, um and go for it, bro. Trading is a journey, it's a solo journey. I think you just become wait, what? I think you just because profitable when times is just right. It just happens. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Like a lot of traders say that there's like this aha moment, but it's not really a moment. It's just a state, like a flow state that you just get in continuously. And although, um, you can master becoming or getting into that flow state more times, doesn't mean that you're perfect, right? Because although you're already profitable, you can still make mistakes, and that is very human, that is very normal. But the goal is to minimize those mistakes. How do you connect ThinkCapital trading platform with TradingView? Kind of confused. Will you please help me with connecting that? Yes. So basically, once you buy a funded challenge on ThinkCapital, you'll get login details. Now, with these login details, you will go to TradingView, and then at the lower end of TradingView, you just go to brokerage, and then you click on Think Markets, and then you just basically type in the login details that you got from ThinkCapital, and then it will automatically connect. Journaling is kind of boring though. Absolutely, bro. But trading is overall boring. Trading should be boring. If trading is boring for you, you're doing everything right. If it's exciting, and you get like dopamine hits and stuff like that, and you get euphoric, that's really not the best state you want to be in. Trading should be boring. I quit demo since last month. W. Yeah, exactly. Face our losses makes us emotionally strong. True. I journal with screenshots before and after, sent them to myself on Discord. That's great, Rachel. Evan, everyone says risk 1% per trade on challenge accounts. So what's your opinion? What's your risk percent per trade? I believe that 1% is the median. I believe that that is a great way to protect your account and at the same time make progress. But that comes up to how much, like how high your average risk reward ratio is. If you're targeting like a 2R multiple or like a 3R multiple, you're risking 1%. And with a few winning streaks, you should be able to pass the challenge in like, I don't know, 4 to 5 trades easily, right? So I believe that 1% is good because on a typical funded account, you can go into 10% drawdown. So you basically have 10 trades before you blow your account. So I believe that 1% is a good way to go. If you want to be a little more safer, you could scale it down to 0.5, but then also keeping in mind that passing the challenge will take a little longer. And the longer it takes, the harder it gets on your psychology and the more how do I say it? The more impatient you will get, right? So comes up to you. But I would not risk more than 2%. I don't watch anyone teaching strategies anymore, only psychology videos. Yes, that's also key. Don't go crazy on different strategies. Don't go strategy hopping because listen, every time you guys change your strategy, you're resetting your progress because every strategy is different. So every time you switch, so let's say you've been trading for 3 months with the strategy, and then after 3 months, you're like, nah, this is kind of not working right now. I'm gonna just switch it up. The entire progress you made is reset. And now you have to start from the beginning because now you have new setups, new analytics that you're going to have to gather information from that you can then improve with, right? So every time you switch strategy, you're basically just resetting your progress. We can never build a strong mindset with demo trading. Demo trading plays very badly with me. With my psychology, it's better to start with small funds than demo practice. Yes, agree with that. What I also kind of used to do, guys, is I had a problem with over trading, right? Like over trading was my biggest issue when I was still unprofitable because I would be like, I'd either win a trade and be like so euphoric and get back in just because, or I'd lose a trade and I would not be fine with the loss and I would just get back in trying to make back the loss and so on and so forth. So to kind of compensate my willingness to click on buy or sell the entire time, what I would do is I would have my real funds account on one side or a challenge, and then on the other side, I would have my demo account where I could just play and mess with. So anytime I felt like the urge to be in a trade, I would just take a demo trade just to relieve that feeling of wanting to get in on another trade. So I will have my normal challenge account, funded account on the side. And if I cannot control the urge, I would just take a trade on demo and have it run there, right? And that will kind of relieve me from having the urge of wanting to take more trades. That's just a quick tip for you guys. 1% was remaining after 6 losing streak. Breached my account. I was about to pass my 10% profit target. Now my brain isn't braining what to do. Bro, take a break, man. Take a break, reflect, and come back stronger. You know what? Like, if you guys are struggling right now, honestly, take a break, like literally right now from trading and come back next year. And while you're resetting, make sure to really journal and write down everything you did the entire year. Write down all the mistakes you committed the entire year, and then see how you can improve next time, like next year. I'm in trading from last 2 years and not took any payout till now. Any piece of advice for me? Bro, you got to look into why you're struggling, why you haven't received a payout. But overall, I think that, if you've been trading for 2 years, I was in the same boat, bro. It's totally normal. It's totally fine. What would I recommend? Basically, what I just been talking the entire time. Like, you got to reflect on your mistakes and you got to see to not repeat those. I know it's easier said than done because I've been there and it's really not easy, but you will get at a point where you're going to be like, so low energetically and so disappointed from yourself where you're just gonna have to Get your shit together and really, really stick to your rules. The only reason you guys are losing is because you are not applying your rules. You're either over leveraging, you're over trading, you're not accepting losses, right? You are emotionally unstable, or you're using trading as a ventil for personal problems because trading makes you feel better, right? There are a bunch of reasons on why you guys are still not profitable, or some of you aren't profitable yet. You have to find your reason. And whenever that is, you have to back, how do I say, like back test why you're feeling that way. Because every person has a different trigger on why they react the way they react. Since trading purely for profit can be challenging, what is other meaningful reasons might motivate someone to trade but still make money? So you really should not focus on money. You should not focus on money. You should not be focused on profits. You should be focused on executing your strategy. That is the number one priority. So I want you guys to write down in your trading journal for this next year my goals in trading, follow my rules, follow my strategy. Point. Point. Period. Be disciplined. And then when you're disciplined and you follow your rules and you follow your strategy, the profits will come on their own. That's how it goes. Do not look at the numbers. Do not look at the money. Just focus on coming to the market, doing your pre-market analysis, waiting for a setup. If you get a setup, execute the trade. And it doesn't matter if it's a loss or if it's a win. Call it a day, analyze the trade, come back the next day, right? Rinse and repeat. That's how you become a profitable trader. Yeah, 1% per trade is great. I think you will not have enough of emotions as risking 3 to 4%. Totally agree. Patience is one of the keys. Absolutely agree, King Jenny. Bro, you are really telling the reality of trading and showing the true self of trading without any shows and flaunting any money, which is really great. And thank you for your genuine advice, knowledge. Appreciate you, Pratam. Much love to you, bro. I love to hear that. Like I said, like I'm really here, guys. I'm really here to help. I'm really here to build a family, build a community, because I know that, the trading journey can be very lonely. So I believe that, sticking together, because guys, we're all in the same boat. We're literally in the same boat. And I think most of us are into trading for the same reason, because we want to make a living out of it. We want to be full time traders, most of us, right? Or we want to have some side cash to invest, whatever it is, right? Everybody has their own reasons. But at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. So we should reach each other the hand and help wherever we can. So that's why I'm here, guys. No, I'm not taking any trade today, guys. Look at this. Bro, it's super choppy. I feel like we might get some volume like in 30 minutes or an hour or so. If by then we don't get anything, I'm not going to be trading because I'm still waiting for buys. Now, for me to take the buys, I do need to wait and see for a 5-minute candle to close back above the range. Wait for some type of a short pullback here. And then I would be interested in taking a long here up into this area, a 2 to 1 first, and then maybe continue pulling up TP to the 5 to 1. Until that doesn't happen, I'm not taking any trades right now. So that's also very important, guys. Patience, right? If the market, like it's doing right now, if the market is choppy and it's like consolidating, I do not want to be involved, because if I were to take a trade right now, right, like right here, stop loss below this low and target up here, could this play out? Yeah, for sure. But could this also just keep moving up and down the entire time, or stop me out, come back up, and then just do something like this? Yes, because it's doing it right now. It's been doing this since 1.5 hours. So who says that right now this candle is the candle and it will break out? Nobody says that, right? So it could just continue chopping around. Now, do I want to be emotionally involved in such a trade? No, because this is going to play with my psychology, depending on how much I risk. Do I really want to, on purpose, mess with my psychology and be like, oh my God, I'm in drawdown again. It's close to my stop loss. Oh, okay, I'm back at break even. Aha. Oh, I'm a little bit in profit. Oh no, we're coming back down into red. No, No, I want to wait for the market to show me, yo, I'm going up now or I'm going down now, and you can hop in now because now there's volume in the market. And then I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can take that risk, right? Emotional control is important. It is emotional and psychology, guys. It's all in your head. It's literally all in your head. After that aha moment, that's when backtesting and review helps. I found consistency 3 months after 4 years ago after losing everything, but I'm truly hoping God will provide with a count. Yes, sir. I'm wishing you all the best of luck, bro. Like I said, go over your mistakes and don't repeat them. It's easier said than done. I know. Yeah, demo trading can become depressing if you see a move, you call it, you take the trade on demo instead of real funds, bro. I feel the pain. You must focus on successful challenge account. Yeah, 2 trades per day. That's also my rule for me, 2 trades per day. Orb strategy, nope. No order blocks. Started trading with love of making money. Yeah, I think we all kind of start with that. Yeah, no reason to force any trades, guys. The main goal for you as a trader should be to preserve your capital. And this taking a trade right now would not be very logical for me. I would rather don't take any trades today and still have the same amount of capital available that I had before, instead of taking one of these trades and then getting stopped out and be like, this was a bad setup overall. I don't know why I took it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Also, guys, listen, one very, very big recommendation I have, and I can't focus and tell you guys this enough. Use trading as a tool, okay? Use trading as a tool to make more money. But in order to make money in trading, you need money. And that's just a fact. You need money to buy a challenge, you need money to fund your account. So the question is, how are you supposed to make money in trading if you don't really have money available to make money? So that's why I always tell everybody that I know, look for another stream of income. It could be a mini job, it could be a 9 to 5. Do not quit your 9 to 5 if you're still not making at least 20K per month in trading, or yeah, 20K per month in trading. If you're not making that yet, only in trading, don't quit your 9 to 5, bro. Why would you put more weight on your shoulders and on your psychology and pressure on you if you're still not even at that point, right? So, 9 to 5, mini job, and overall, listen up. Listen. Now come the nuggets, right? The golden nuggets, guys. Business. Start a business. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard, guys. And that business could be in any niche. That business will provide you guys with passive income every month. Now you use that money to trade with. And then that's the infinite circle of wealth. Because I can guarantee you, every single trader out there that is driving a Lamborghini, that owns X amount of villas and whatever they do, none of them only makes money by trading. They all have at least 2 to 3 different businesses that bring in passive income. And then, of course, they can have a real funds account of 500K. They can risk 50K or 20K per trade because they can't afford it, because they know that by the end of the month, they will have their other streams of income cover all of that and more, right? So all the traders you guys see online, all the famous traders that are making a lot of money, flexing with their lifestyle, bro, literally 99% of them all have different businesses. It could be a business in trading, right? If they're selling courses, signals, if they own a prop firm, whatever it is, right? Or it could be a complete different business like Airbnb or e-commerce, whatever it is. So guys, look outside, look over the edge. Trading is used as a tool. It's not the end goal. It's not the end goal. All right. So please, for this upcoming year, use the time to see and you can literally brainstorm with ChatGPT. There's a lot of business ideas that are really not that hard, that are really not that expensive to start with. Just start. Use ChatGPT, brainstorm, look for business ideas, and then go from there. And guys, believe me, just believe me. Like, I'm not just talking shit. Like, I'm literally spelling you guys that trading is a great tool. For that tool, you do need money, and for that money, you need somewhere that where the money comes in. And then the moment you have passive income coming in every month, any trade you take is not emotional anymore, because you don't depend on it. You don't depend on the loss. You don't depend on the win. Either you win or lose, you're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. By the end of the month, I'll still get my other business venture money, so it's whatever, right? So suddenly your psychology, the barrier of your psychology is like gone, right? It's just gone. And I bet that most of you don't just want to be like, I want to be trading for the rest of my life, and every trade I take is dependent on if I can pay rent or not. Bro, no, you don't want to be dependent on trading. You want to use it to become wealthy, right? So what do wealthy people have? Businesses. Period. Forex Expo here made me realize about most of the traders are great businessmen. Exactly. In trading, it's literally, guys, network is key, right? Connections is key. So whenever you guys can expose yourself to networking events, just go, bro. Go, but go in with the confidence, man. You still don't have to be like the richest guy. You don't have to have achieved anything. It all comes up to the confidence that you present yourself with on that network event. And then just make connections, bro. Just say, yo, I'm into trading. What are you into? Oh, you're also into trading. Great. Let's connect. Boom. First network. Because that guy might know somebody else that knows somebody else, right? So that's also what I focused on the last 2 years, guys. My network is crazy. And I could be like, if I want to do a different business, I could talk to that guy. If I need a cameraman, I know who to talk to. If I need whatever, I have like a basically like a book of networks. So I highly recommend everybody to connect with anybody else. Can I go for long on gold? I would not go long here yet. Honestly, I would not go long here yet. It's still in the range. Aggressive entry could be if 1 5 minute closes above strongly with volume. That would kind of be one of an aggressive entry. Conservative would more be to wait for this and then wait for it to hold above the 50 EMA as well, and kind of reject with a lower wick here, something like this. And then this will be a higher probability trade to take. Anything right now is still basically in this range, where me personally, I will not be interested in taking anything. Appreciate you, Nandy. Network and business is top tier. Facts. Which strategy you use? I want to clear valuation account. Please guide me. I use price action and support and resistance. You guys can feel free to actually check out my YouTube channel. Um, I'll drop a heart here so you guys can check out my YouTube channel. I have a few videos on my strategy there. Nah, I'm not a SMC. I'm a price action guy. I think price should drop just a bit, then expand here higher with 15-minute structure. Yeah, we'll wait and see. All right, guys, let's do a giveaway right now. Let's do a giveaway. So, in order to enter the giveaway, the first thing you guys gonna have to do is leave a like on the stream. That's number one, right? And then number two is drop hashtag ThinkCapital in the comment section. So you leave a like on the stream, hashtag ThinkCapital in the comment section, and you will automatically be entered into the giveaway. I'm giving away 3 10K challenges to some of the viewers right now. So make sure you drop hashtag ThinkCapital all in small into the comment section. Leave a like on the stream, otherwise you're not gonna be entered. And we'll wait a few minutes here. Remember, all in small, guys. Not big, not big and small, all small. Hashtag ThinkCapital. To be profitable, you don't have to be learning the greatest strategy, just to your strategy, which is at least profitable 40%. Win rate still your profitable ones or two are. Yep. Our multiple in trading is the most important thing, one of the most important. Now, the higher your our multiple, the lower your win rate. And the other way around, the higher your win rate, the lower your R multiple. But at the end of the day, there's like a lot of ways to become a profitable trader. And it's really, honestly, it's really not that hard, guys. Waiting for a setup and then just taking the same setup again and again and again is really not that hard. The only thing that is hard is our own mind. That's what makes it hard, but it's actually really not that hard. That's why, trading is simple, but it's not easy. That's that. And now the only way to fail in trading is if you give up. That's the only way to fail. If you give up, you fail. If you never give up and you also obviously look at your mistakes and you analyze those and try to improve at least 1% every day, then being successful and becoming profitable is just a matter of time. As long as you don't give up, you're still a winner. Hashtag ThinkCapital, all in small if you want to enter on the giveaway, giving away 3 10K challenges. And you also got to leave a like on the stream. If you guys don't like the stream, you will not be entered. I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that. So you got to leave a like on the stream, guys. How's the 15-minute looking here? Yeah, so the 15-minute candle bullish engulfed. The previous bearish one, it's looking kind of good. 7 minutes for the 30-minute candle to close here. If it bullish engulfs, that would be a good sign. Yeah, if the 30-minute bullish engulfs in 7 minutes, and then we break structure to the upside, I think that buys could be valid. All right, I think by now probably everybody entered, right? So let's see. Let me set this up. So we have 3 winners, exclude duplicates, filter by hashtag. Damn, today was a great session again, man. Went full ham on the value. If you just joined, make sure you rewatch the stream because I literally dropped golden nuggets all throughout the live stream, which is crazy. Today I was very in flow, so hope you guys enjoyed that as well. ThinkCapital. 10 seconds. Yes, yes, yes. Confirm. All right, are we ready? I think we're ready. I think we are ready. So you left a like on the stream. You commented hashtag ThinkCapital all in small. And now let's choose the winners. Also, a heads up, if you've won a challenge before in like the last month or so, please let us know in the comments so we can give it to somebody else that has not won any challenge at all. All right. So I'm betting on your honesty here. All right. All right, then let's share the screen here. For transparency reasons, obviously. You guys see we got a total of 114 participants, but it's only gonna take 1 per person, so spamming doesn't really bring it, but all right, refresh this a little bit, shuffle, 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 and now let's start this up. 3 winners, and the winners are 4, 3, 2, 1. Pratik Dalvi, 2004, Burhan Ali, and Junior Cabrera. Congratulations. Let's go, guys. Spam some W's in the chat for the winners here. Congrats. I hope none of you have won before. I hope that this is an early Christmas gift for you guys. Congratulations. Spam some W's for the winners here. Now, to the winners, make sure to join our Discord and write the support, and you will get your login details, right? So join Discord, write the support, send them a DM, and then you will get your login details for your 10K challenge. I wish you a lot of success, lots of luck, right? Wait with it, be patient with it. Don't just blow it right away, right? use it as a gift. And yeah, before heading off, I'm still here. I will be breaking down gold here for you guys to see what we could expect now for the rest of the day, but also for the rest of the week. So let me open up the chart again here. All right. So, chart right now, what am I looking for? Basically, wait for this 1 hour candle to close, rejecting. That would be nice. We tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap over here and filled over 50%, so that's nice. And I want to see it close like above this blue line, which is the 43.25s. The 30-minute, I would like it to bullish engulf back above support as well. So it has to bullish engulf in the next 4 minutes for me to be interested. And then the 15-minute as well should close above, not rejecting. Otherwise, it's going to continue chopping, probably. My YouTube channel, look, I'll comment these green hearts here, and then you can just click on the name or just screenshot it and check it out later. It's underscore Evan Sean underscore. So 5-minute here, still kind of choppy. So ideally, we want to wait for a closure above the range. Like I mentioned previously, a little bit of a pullback above the EMA and then a push up into this area here. I am still bullish bias. I believe that the bullish push might come, but it's either going to come like right now or later today or after a pullback back down here. So another alternative, if you are feeling aggressive, you could wait for a 5-minute strong 5-minute closure below the low and then take short-term sells back down to 42.86. And then depending on how it reacts here, you can either wait for another breaker structure to the upside and take buys, or hold the sells all the way back down to 42.60s. Now, if we're looking overall at price action on the high time frames, 4 hours bullish, daily is bullish, weekly is bullish. So as long as we maintain and close above the 42.85s today, I see price coming all the way back up into all-time highs. Probably tomorrow, because we do have some big news tomorrow. So it's probably going to be tomorrow. Um, Make sure you don't trade during the news so you don't get stopped out unnecessarily. But yeah, do you guys have any more questions before heading off? Second day of Hanukkah. What is Hanukkah? Shoot, make sure to contact support again, bro, if they haven't answered. It was a great session. I really appreciate you guys. So if there's not any more questions, then I wish you lots of luck with the rest of the week. Keep in mind that market can be slower, especially starting next week and the last 2 weeks of December. So I'm not gonna be trading, honestly. I'm gonna be focused on my other businesses and stuff like that, and then review the entire year and then come back stronger in the first week of January. Nevertheless, I will be coming live next week and the week after that as well, because I just want to connect with you guys. I just want to keep coming on here. I would also actually love to have more streams with you, but maybe that's the thing for the future. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, Andrew, can you drop a link from the Discord? If not, I think you'll find the Discord link below our other videos, or also on our social media, like on our Instagram. I got you guys. All right, I'm gonna be heading off here. Enjoy the rest of your week. Don't overtrade, don't over risk. Follow your rules. Remember, Evan said to follow my rules, so I will follow my rules. I will be patient and wait for a setup. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Much love. See you guys next week. Peace out.